9 authors is holding a book signing in Milwaukee. The common bond between these authors, they were all raised in Hutterite colonies. They made the decision to leave and wrote about their incredible journey to modern society in 2 books called Hutterites and Since We Told the Truth. 2 representatives of the 9 are with us this morning here on Live at Daybreak to share some of those stories. We have Titus and Junia Waldner. Good morning to both of you. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning, Tom. Thanks for having us.
So a lot of people in our area would be familiar with Amish or Mennonite ways of life or that traditional colony living. This Hutterite is similar to that?
Yes, they're similar in how they dress, and also their doctrine is very similar. Where they differ quite a bit is that the Hutterites live communally. There are about 100 people per colony. It's very oppressive, very secluded, and that's why a lot of people don't know much about the Hutterites, because they separate themselves off in colonies, whereas the Amish and Mennonite don't.
And you left, both of you left these colonies because the life there was at odds with what you found to be your personal faith?
Yes, we grew up believing that the colony way of life was our salvation to get to heaven. Because they'll say if you leave, you're going to hell. Well, we believed that, but at age 22, or maybe at age 20, is when I received Jesus, and I knew there is salvation in Jesus Christ alone, and we heard that from outside sources. So when we started to speak up about it, which wasn't even much, I mean, the tiniest little bit caused a lot of problems.
And what has the cost been to you with relationships from growing up?
Well, first of all, the cost is very low compared to the freedom that we found coming out of it. But we did have to leave our families behind. We did have to leave our entire life. We went out into the world not knowing how we would be supported, not knowing what the world was like. And it was all totally brand new to us. Things that you might take for granted, just being able to go to the grocery store, was something we had no clue how to do. How do you buy groceries? How do you know what's a good price? Just the most basic things. But the freedom was well worth everything.
I know this was a very serious decision, but is there a funny story that you can share about adapting to modern life and something that really came as a surprise?
Well, I know before I left, the day I left, I was talking to my cousin and I said that it feels like I have to leave everything that ever meant anything to me, which we left, still continue to wear our dresses and head coverings. And then I think the first day was when we took our head covering off. Still went out with our dresses, like that looked very odd. But it still took a couple months till we decided, okay, we're done wearing the dresses, because they identify us with Hutterites. I am not a Hutterite any longer. I left that lifestyle. And then we started to wear pants, but I mean, the funny part would be now to look at those pictures of the clothes that we wore, because we were used to wearing the dress that was loose-fitting, like didn't show off your body at all. So we started to wear pretty loose clothes, like big pants and big shirts and 3-layer shirts and sweaters, and it was ridiculous now when we look back.
Well, shortly after leaving, her sister was quoted as saying, like, if I ever wear pants, you can shoot me. And that's how dead set they were leaving the colony to never wear anything but the Hutterite clothes. But of course, after a little while, you realize it's not sin to take off that garb and wear normal clothes. It's actually a lot of freedom in it.
And so now you're enjoying life outside of the colony.
Yes, we do. And one of the biggest surprises was how simple life actually is outside. Because you always look at it as could be a wild world out there. I don't know how people even function out there. But it's actually very simple, and it's awesome how the Lord can use us and is using us to change people's lives and to make a difference in this world and with our books, which we never dreamed the day we left that we would write books, but it's been awesome.
Well, Titus and Junia, thank you both so much for coming to see us this morning. And there's going to be an opportunity for folks to come out and meet you today, and we'll put those details up here on the screen. The 9 will be signing books at Bayshore Town Center from 2 until 3:30. You can also order their books online. We have all that information on our website, tmj4.com/links.